Hello.
Hello. Hello. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
Can you hear us?
This is our our Can You Hear Us moment. I love people are trying to figure out what the heck this stream is gonna be about.
And it's a surprise.
It's a surprise.
Okay, everyone's saying hi, hello, we hear you. Okay, let's turn on the camera, why don't we?
Yeah. What the heck is gonna be on the camera?
Whoa, what is this?
What the heck is this freaking layout? What is this, some sort of new format? Some sort of new arrangement? Reed, stop drawing the rest of your body. You're making us look bad. Look at me in my shit hand.
So, this might seem like something we've done before, but it's actually something new.
Yes.
And yeah, we're doing a drawing stream, but to give everyone a heads up, we are trying something different. If everyone is ready to hear it, say yes, please.
Yeah, you have to say please, or else that's not good manners.
Why are they acting like they aren't in the same room?
Oh yeah, what's this?
Oh.
I love doing that. That's always such a good bit. Yes, please. Oh, everyone's saying yes, please.
You're also polite.
Ah, detractor saying no, please.
Whoa.
How many viewers are we at, actually?
Right now?
39.
37, 39.
Wow.
Great. Okay, so today we are going to do something new, and I'm going to call this something of like a little mini development room.
Yeah.
So we're going to be streaming for 2 hours, and in those 2 hours, we are going to be making the pre-production materials, or at least some of them, for a short film.
Yeah. Like a little pitch of sorts. And it's gonna be fun. We're gonna brainstorm it together. We'd love suggestions from you, the chat. And also, because this is kind of a high-concept stream, if someone else comes in here and we're kind of locked in and drawing whatever the hell we're supposed to be drawing, please fill people in. And also, two things. One, we don't really know what we're going to do with these pitches afterwards. And two, we don't really know what we're going to call this thing, this kind of format. We're really trying something new, because we haven't figured out all of it yet. But that's where you guys come in.
Yeah, so we want to basically spend half an hour coming up with a story idea, which, by the way, we have no idea what we're going to do.
No.
We didn't talk about it whatsoever besides what we were going to do for the stream.
Low-key,
Not
we probably should have.
We have not planned ahead of time any story, so this is coming off the dome. After that, we will come up with characters, sketch some character designs, and in the last hour of the stream, hopefully, we'll create 1 to 3 finished frames, style frames they're called, of what the final film might look like.
Yeah.
They might not be as polished as you might expect. We'll only have 1 hour after all, after that's everything else is done. But hopefully it should be a cool little experiment.
Yeah. And I'm really glad that a lot of people in the chat are, one, really seem to like this idea, and two, already seem to be proposing characters and settings and all that sort of thing.
Sunny Knight proposes, hear me out, short storms.
Short storms. That's not bad, actually. Short storm.
Cherry Berry says, as an animation student, this concept is so unbelievably cool to me. It's cool to us.
It's cool to us.
We're basically doing a little exercise right now, but streaming it to everybody.
Yeah. It was sort of born out of a desire to want to make a 48-hour film. But not really doing that because you can't really stream for 48 hours and expect to live afterwards. Developing a short film in 2 hours. Yeah. Put furries in it, please, please, please. You know I will try my best to get that. You know that's gonna be my agenda. Save the VOD up. So is the VOD staying up or no? I think we should keep the VOD up.
Yeah, this one will stay up.
Yeah.
For those of you who tuned in last time to see the first minute of Mandelbrot, thank you. We're probably not showing that again, unless we, finish super early for some reason.
I don't know, it's a hassle. You had your chance.
But,
we'll see.
let's just start brainstorming, why don't we?
Yeah, how long do we have to brainstorm, first
of all?
We have
30 minutes, so we have until 4:30.
I'm going to put a little square for notes above me. That's my notes.
We can erase ourselves.
No, we should put ourselves down in the corner.
Oh wait, it'll be like speech bubbles.
Oh yeah. Okay, let's put ourselves just in the bottom, and then we can.
Oh, just in the bottom. Okay,
Yeah.
so in the bottom, so you can put yourself there, and then
So I'm down there.
yeah. I get that I missed it, but I understand. If we have time, I think we can figure it out. Oh, that's Reed, you're so small.
When you suggest, bottom left corner. I see.
Yeah.
Oh, so we're all just like
So
one.
we have space. It's just
How do you resize?
just select and there's transform.
Is the transform tool? Oh, no, that's the text tool.
I got it.
When you select it, there's a transform.
Okay.
We're using draw pile.
Which is an application I used when I was a teenager to RP with people.
Yeah.
And I didn't know it was still going strong, but it's actually great.
It's been super fun. Okay, is that too big? Am I too big?
You're a little big.
Just like in real life. Okay, let me...
Alright, so...
There we go. That's... Sure. Let me maybe get rid of my hand. I can just put it there. So this is the brainstorm.
Okay. What genre are we going? Comedy?
Comedy, I feel like, would be the easiest route for something that's like quick and dirty like this.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, it'll be more fun
Yeah.
for the... I think we should go comedy. Should we color code our notes?
Sure. I'll be red.
I'll be
green.
I'll be blue. Together we make a pixel. All right. Green Needle. What platform is this? Is this Magma Board? This is Drawpile, which is similar.
Yes.
Both.
It's just instead of this can run on browser, but Drawpile is also an application you can install, which helps it run more stably, and it doesn't have ads.
It's very fun.
So that's why we went with Drawpile.
A semi-biographical film about you three making Mandelbrot, but Milo is an anthro character. It's just a story of 2 people and 1 coyote. Making Mandelbrot Hall.
We have a few ideas
I
in
like
chat.
this
actually.
one. A bunch of entity monsters start a YouTube channel and the viewers think it's just really good editing.
This is interesting, but I don't really want to draw a bunch of entity monsters.
One idea I have says Yagi0111 and an ant cooking a large feast.
Ooh, you know what? I actually quite like that one because it immediately has a goal and an obstacle. An ant.
An ant.
An ant is very small. And a big feast is a big feat for a little ant.
What does an ant's body look like?
I straight up don't know. I'm so glad I have 3 monitors because I need to draw ant.
So we have our ant idea. Ant.
Can we write down the username of the ant?
Yeah, we can absolutely do that.
Of the ant. I know you're not an ant. Yagi0111.
I think that's a pretty good ant just off the dome.
Off the
that is a
dome?
pretty good ant.
Let's see. Do you think let's put your bets in the chat now if I can make a good ant right now.
I like the Maxley Millipede says I like the ant idea because aardvarks eat ants.
Another idea from Damtash9343. A short film from a pet tarantula's perspective. Humans are trying to humanize it, saying it's bored, and keep giving it more accessories, more toys, not noticing it's stressing her out. We have ant and tarantula. I think people are kind of bug
This
people
is
right now.
I feel like I think we have our first constraint that this has got to be the bug film.
There's gotta be a bug film in some way.
Yeah. Aardvark antagonist. Okay.
Oh, I forgot to write the username for this person. Damn Tash.
Damn Tash. Alright. So we got the ant idea, tarantula idea. Let's round it out. Let's see if we can either come up with or crowdsource a third bug idea.
What if we make this a romance film between an ant worker and a bee worker who
Is
are
that like
both girls?
Oh my god.
Because that's the way it works.
That is the way it works! Oh my
And
god.
Bug Yuri.
Bug Yuri? Let's write down Bug Yuri. This one's all me.
Bug Yuri. That's all you, baby! Hello again, you guys. Long time no chat. Here's 3 questions. Thoughts on Falling Upward, Gameoverse, and Digital Circus finale? Haven't watched it, and it was fine.
Working
Rapid
class
fire.
Bug Yuri. Exactly.
Working class Bug Yuri. Okay. Alright. So let's break these so let's secure these as our 3 possibilities. Immediately so what's the tarantula one's deal again?
The tarantula is, the idea was that the owner of the tarantula keeps trying to make it, like, humanize it by giving it clothes and accessories, but the tarantula's just getting stressed the fuck out.
Because it's like
Because it's
given
a
tarantula clothes, and all it wants is
To be, like, a happy tarantula.
This is an interesting idea, but it's hard to visualize for me. But it could work.
Bug Yuri, people are really excited about Bug Yuri. I think the
People
idea...
are really excited
I think
about
the
Bug Yuri.
idea of an ant who is, maybe she can be like a leaf cutter ant or something. She is like bound, earthbound.
Wow.
But the bee, is, probably just a honeybee.
Okay. Yeah.
And what would the plot be? I mean, I like the idea of one being earthbound and the other one being able to fly.
Yeah, and I sort of like the idea of the setting being like a really nice beehive that's like hanging like on a tree. That's otherwise like it's a golden hive surrounded by like lush greenery. That's a nice setting.
Milo with the environment brain.
I definitely am more environment
So I think we're leaning Bug Yuri. I know it wasn't chat's full idea. Chat gave me the idea for bugs.
I think chat gave the idea for bugs, and also Well, the two bugs.
Well, the ant one was like making a feast, so
It could still
yeah,
be part of that.
Yeah.
For sure.
trying to like make a
Maybe
picnic
the ant
for
one.
the
Yeah,
worker.
someone said, Jaceation said maybe the feast the ant wants to make is for her bee crush.
Yeah.
That's really cute. That's really cute. All right. I think we've got an idea.
Yeah.
Let's roll with it. Bug Yuri.
Okay, so we need to come up with let's make some sections here.
Yeah.
Let's say like log line. And then let's do like we'll keep that up there.
Yeah.
Act 1.
Act 2, Act 3. It's so Wall-E core. You know what? It kind of is. It kind of is Wall-E core. I like that. Yeah. All right. Logline. So this is a is it so the ant wants to make the feast?
Yeah.
For her bee crush?
Yeah.
That's the logline. An ant wants to make a delicious feast for her.
What's the conflict?
She's just a tiny little ant. And it's so hard to do things on her own because she's so small. Maybe she gets the help of everyone else to make a big feast.
What if it's forbidden, Yuri, because really only the queen is meant to mate? And these are worker bugs who are meant to just live their lives without love. But they are going against the grain. Not because they're gay, but because they're workers.
Because they're underclass
They're
workers.
underclass workers.
And there's an uprising of the worker ants to like help this one worker ant find love.
Oh, you know what? Arcs Angel Studios brings up a good point. They don't eat the same foods, so we might have to go with that conflict.
Yeah. So maybe the ant loves the bee and wants to make her like a leaf feast, like cutting out different leaf shapes in the shapes of like fun foods. But the bee doesn't get it because the bee eats flowers. Nectar.
Nectar. Juice. Is this an anti-capitalist revolution with Bug Yuri? Of course. This is so fun. Oh, Rose says, I forgot how much I missed the community of your Flimpo streams. Also, my claim to fame is that the Flimps helped choose my name. That's right. Hi, Ro.
Hi.
Hi. All right.
Okay.
So, a worker ant falls in love with a worker bee, but the queens forbid their love. So what's Act 3? How do they reign victorious? Doing it anyways?
Yeah, but we need to add a little more sauce to that.
They kill the bee queen and the worker bee gets promoted, I think. That's how it works. Teleport him out here. Let's see. I love
Maybe they are
drawing.
trying to court each other. Chimera Bunny, hello!
Oh shoot, hi Chimera Bunny.
Maybe they are trying to court each other, but because they eat different stuff, they both fall and don't realize the other one is interested. Fail and don't realize the other one is interested.
Maybe. It's definitely easier to visually convey.
That they're both doing it?
Yeah.
Let's think. I think we want to keep it maybe to the ant being the main pursuer, even though she doesn't know that the bee does like her too. Just so that we can concentrate like one main action, one main location, which is making the feast.
Yeah.
Now, let's think.
I feel like maybe there's like something unintentional, like obviously like the food is like not the right thing, but maybe like unintentionally in the process of doing it does do something that it like attracts the bee.
Oh, like here is a flower.
That there's some element of the preparation that is still appreciated.
What if the leafcutter ant cuts up a bunch of flowers to get the leaves from them and ignores the flowers and makes the feast, but now there's just a bunch of flowers that are just like left. And those like the bee is like, wow, you made all of these like clear for me. I don't know, something like that.
There's something there. So I'm hearing there's some size difference between the ant and bee. The ant is smaller and needs help. I also, by the way, there is a book that I read when I was a little kid, like literally like a toddler, called Ant and Bee. And I think it was either French or British. It was a European book series. And it was about an ant and bee that were best friends. And I know they were definitely both coded to be men, but let's just say they were butch. Okay. I'm trying to think of this in like, cause
Ooh, Neko Mansa says ants farm honeydew from aphids and stuff, right? Would that work for bee food? That's a good idea. Let me write that down. I'm just gonna write notes in the top left corner. Ants farm honeydew. I guess we're so we have about 10 minutes left to decide this. We are split right now between two conflicts, and I think we need to decide on one.
So the two conflicts are?
One is the ant not understanding what the bee would like the most for the feast.
Mm-hmm.
The other is the prejudice against worker bugs falling in love, which I think is juicier.
I think it's juicier too.
So I think that the ant might just be able to prepare the feast, but we have a villain.
Yeah.
Which is the queens.
Who's eating all the feast.
Queens! Okay, not to perpetuate, like, negative stereotypes about closeted, like, politicians, but the queens are secretly in a hate-love relationship with each other and are externalizing their feelings, which isn't homophobia necessarily, just, like, anti-romance, I guess.
Yeah. That's good.
To prevent the workers from being together.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Yeah, they call me the ideas, they.
The ideas, they. Oh my god. Yeah, okay, that's good. So, let's get a log line down.
Okay.
So, a worker ant and a worker bee fall in love, or a worker ant and a worker bee,
how about this? Let's maybe rotate this.
Yeah.
Frame it from the villain's perspective. A queen, ant, and bee. Maybe okay. I want to make it about the workers, though. I don't want to make it about.
Yeah. The
way I was
describing it a little
like,
bit more actively.
The way I was thinking about it was like the.
You can be gay, but you can't be lovers.
The queens can be, sort of like rivals because they maybe compete for some resources, just like the plants, I guess.
Yeah, just like there's only so many.
If the leaves are all eaten off the flowers, then the flowers will die. Mm-hmm. You know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And we're playing very loose with the accuracy here. By the way, I know leafcutter ants usually eat trees.
This is a cartoon where bees are
where they are eating flowers that have leaves.
It's fine.
Yeah. Or the bees are eating flowers from trees.
All right.
Whatever. We'll decide.
Yeah.
But let's see. The way I was thinking of it, if we were to go at it from the villain's perspective, is that the queens are putting aside their differences to snuff out this act of romance, which is the feast.
Yeah.
But in the process, realize that they are suppressing their own feelings for each other.
Yeah.
But that does sort of center it on the royalty, which I'm not sure if we want to do.
I think if we need to make them, like, just sort of the villain, so, like, a forbidden romance between a worker ant and bee, is, like, interrupted, clashed, like, is forbidden by their queens. But they resist with a I don't know, a feast of champions type beat.
Yeah, so
like a writer's room tip, say type beat at the end of things to be instead of saying or something like that. and that way you have a clear, like, two characters as the center, their motive, and also their obstacle.
Hmm. Okay. Do you have an idea for how to write that then?
For the logline itself,
Yeah.
a worker ant and bee's forbidden romance.
I'm gonna type this actually, so
Yeah.
that we can. Where's the thing? Okay.
A worker ant and bee's forbidden romance. Or maybe a worker ant and bee's romance is forbidden by their queens. Forbidden by their queens.
I think we can do better than this. I think we can do.
I agree. I just want to get something down
Okay.
because we have 5 minutes.
Yeah.
We can tune this. I just want to get something down.
Okay. We can continue maybe workshopping it while Reed is doing character designs because he's already doing that.
Yeah, he's been doing that for a little bit. Okay.
Can you people tell I'm a writer?
This is literally how Ren made Mandelbrot Hall. Alright. A worker ant and bee's romance is forbidden by their queens. And just to put something down, they resist with a glorious feast.
Oops.
Okay. This is a tiny little elf who needs to write or else he'll die type gambit. Like, we just need something down. We know we need a worker ant, a worker bee,
And
their
then
respective queens, and maybe just general ant and bee designs so that they can have other bees and ants around. Where do we want this set? I guess like
Okay, there's two options. It can be a flowering tree, which I think would be cool.
yeah.
Or it could be on the ground with flowers. I think a flowering tree is kind of a fun idea.
Flowering tree is a fun idea. And then I'm gonna write just a couple of notes down here for location.
Heavenly Plays suggests maybe the queens disapprove of the relationship off the sidelines, but a different bug tries to woo the bee so the ant gets motivation to get the feast ready. I like the activeness of this. I think we can probably work with that somehow. Let me...
A different bug tries to woo the bee. It's just another bee. It's just like a bee, but like.
Though I don't
who
want
sucks.
to. I don't want to deviate too much from the fact that the romance is like the act of rebellion. So if there's another like suitor going on, I think that kind of dilutes that a little bit.
Yeah, I do kind of. This is literally we're telling the story in 3 frames, so we should keep this as concise as possible. Also, Reed, I love the ant. The bee is lovely too, but the ant, that is an ant.
That is an ant.
That's an ant.
Uh,
The New York ants.
The New York ants.
So okay, so we can do. Let's see. Necromancer says there's also a relationship between the prejudice and class. A worker wanting to use the surplus for their own desires is a threat to her control, and the prejudice helps her excuse her refusal.
We're
Yes!
we're cooking in this.
Yes,
This is the.
Necromancer, yes!
All right, yeah. Using a worker wanting to use surplus for their own desires as a threat to her control, and the prejudice helps excuse her refusal. That is such a
For surplus for a non-essential act of romance.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, oh, I'm gonna use this leaf. I don't want to bring it back to the ant colony. I want to use it to impress that lovely
bee.
that lovely honeybee over there. And I bite the leaf into like a heart or the shape of a bee.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if they'd have hearts. And most leaves are already kind of heart-shaped already. Yeah, okay, that's
I
good.
like that I kind of accidentally made this ant look stressed out, but I kind of like that.
Can we? Yeah, no, I like the bee being like beautiful and like mogging, and the ant is just like ant. like stressed out.
The ant is Butch.
Yes, the ant. This is a butch for femme. This is a butch for femme Yuri. The ant clears so many leaves from the canopy that there's. This is Chimera Bunny, by the way. The ant clears so many leaves from the canopy that there's light able to come in and makes a flower patch for the bee.
In a few days.
In a few
that's
days.
kind of interesting.
That's kind of lovely. I feel like if this was like a more ambitious, if we had like
If we
5
had
frames,
more- yeah.
yeah, shape of a flower maybe, a leaf in the shape of a flower. That's so cute, actually.
And then, like, she puts honeydew in the middle.
Yeah.
That's kind of cute.
All right. Okay.
Alright.
It's
We have a lot-
428.
we
Let's
have a lot of
rewrite
stuff.
this log line.
Yeah.
All right.
So I have a logline idea, but the problem is it centers the queens. Do we want to center the workers?
Well, what's the log line idea?
Well, the logline idea is an ant queen and a bee queen put aside their differences to halt the budding romance between, like a worker, between their workers, you know.
I feel like you can recenter it around the workers more like a worker ant uses surplus leaf to court a lovely honeybee, like much to the dismay of their respective queens.
Okay, I think that there's something there.
Yeah. Again, sometimes you have an idea for a log line that's messy as hell, and you just need to get it
have
out.
to write it a few times.
Yeah.
We might end up needing more time to continue writing while Reed is designing.
I can start designing also.
But yeah, I was thinking like the first 30 minutes would be writing, then the next 30 minutes would be designing, and then the next hour would be style frames, but I think we can sort of merge the writing and character designs into one because Reed started
Yeah.
ahead of time.
He just locked in. I don't know. He just locked in. Also, let me. I kind of want to take out this small. I'll keep that small ant.
Okay, so what did we say? We said, a worker ant,
uses surplus leaf,
uses,
surplus food to court a honeybee. A lovely honeybee.
I'll just write this. I think we have to rewrite this.
Yeah, we will definitely have to
The
rewrite
worker
this.
ant uses,
Surplus leaves. Surplus leaves to court her honeybee crush, much to the dismay of their queens.
I don't like that.
Neither do I. It just needs to get down. We will rewrite this again. God knows how many times we rewrote the logline for Mandelbrot Hall. We will
Okay.
write it again. But that is, we've had something down. It's 4:31. Reed's already started doing character designs, which means I have to start drawing a flowering tree.
I figured the audience would appreciate a little bit of some visual stimuli.
True. Not queer bait. What do you? Yeah, not queer bait. Wait, this is queer.
This is just
This is queer gem.
weird.
Kitty Max says, since we're talking about bugs, here's an ant fact. Harvester ants will typically last several weeks or months. Queen ants have the potential to live up to 30 years.
Wow.
You know what? This is a story about class as well as romance. And the fact that the queen bee is trying to snuff out a romance in a creature who not only serves her, but lives for a fraction of her lifespan is just unbelievable. Like,
Yeah.
the queen needs to get a hold of herself.
Yeah. That's so crazy.
Get a grip.
Generational wealth versus paycheck to paycheck. Also, people, or, hold on, I can't tell if people, talking about honeydew. Honeydew, if it's better fit than leaf. I was actually gonna bring up the name of this film.
Don't worry about that.
Okay.
That doesn't matter.
I have an idea.
Okay.
But I'll keep it. I'll keep it for now. Okay. Also, since what kind of tree we thinking? Looking up just flowering trees on Google, I did see a lot of cherry blossom trees.
That could work.
I do think pink cherry blossoms, like sakura trees, like a shoujo anime, would be really cute. And I think that would pair really well with like the green leaves and plants on the ground, and the yellow and browns from the ants and the bees. I think that would work. Or maybe yellow. Let me actually like. I'm gonna paint this out.
Okay.
Um,
I guess I'll continue working on the writing.
yeah, you should definitely chip that down to something. I want something really nice, and the yellows should be such a nice warm highlight for this.
Okay, how about...
I like making the bees very like fluffy.
Yeah, I do like the bees.
Sunny Knight asked, Writer's Room Insight, what's the purpose and definition of a log line? I've never heard of that before.
Ooh, good question.
So a log line is basically it's basically like a 1 sentence or maybe 2 sentence max pitch of your idea. Something that you can say when someone asks you what's it about. You can describe it. It should have the main characters, the central like conflict and motivation.
Yeah.
It's very similar to an elevator pitch, except an elevator pitch you can have a little more to it. And an elevator pitch is exactly what it sounds like. You're in an elevator with an executive who wants to hear you out. You only have the time the elevator is going to say your pitch.
Yeah.
All you have is one elevator ride.
I think what I'm gonna do for the location of this, bless you, I want to sort of use this half of the color wheel, not the super bright magenta.
I'm gonna erase some of this stuff so that we have more space.
Go ahead. How are you guys liking the stream, by the way? We're half an hour in, new format. I know we've kind of just been talking 1,000 miles an hour, but how are you guys liking it so far? Pretty much a 1 to 2 sentence summary of your story that could work as a hook to develop an audience to get them interested. That is a perfect way to
Great
describe
definition.
it. Yes. And you will end up writing it a lot. You will have a bunch of different versions. Even when Mandelbrot had a final logline, we ended up changing it over time because we kept pitching it to people and gauging their reactions and seeing what they thought. All that kind of stuff. Okay. This is a great idea. I'm having fun. It's great. It's great. Yay.
Great. I am going to get rid of all the text right now that we have.
Okay.
Because we need the space.
Yeah. Alright, we got the...
Nice. The current Mandelbrot logline, so it's actually, I don't have it verbatim off the top of my head, but it's basically a spineless art student's first semester hurtles into cosmic horror as people, places, and even concepts begin to disappear with no one else remembering but her. She alone has to figure out how to draw back the world.
That is what we said to people.
Yeah.
But I do have the proper log line, like on this page that we posted.
That was it off the top.
That is actually like pretty much what it is. I think we had a different one for the episode itself.
There is one for the pilot.
Yeah.
As well.
It was Jackie's first year at art school, Curdles into cosmic horror. Actually, maybe I shouldn't say this.
Because it's a spoiler?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, guess you won't be hearing that yet. But, okay. You know what? It's time to draw a tree. It's time to draw a tree.
It's time to draw a tree.
Music disappeared? I don't know why that happened. 1 second.
We'll figure it out.
YouTube thought I was gone.
Oh well.
Anyway, we're back.
Alright, let's draw a tree.
I'm drawing the bee all like cutesy.
The bee is so cute.
The bee is so adorable, and I love this stressed out little ant.
Okay, so let me think. So we want it to be about the workers first and foremost.
Yeah.
Um, I think the plot of the queens being secretly into each other doesn't need to be in the log line. It's just something to keep in mind
For flavor.
Yeah, it's for flavor, for sure.
So I think in that case we can just say, let's see.
Someone said we need to, Edmund Garcia said we need to put on some high quality Siva Gunner rips. I don't want to get DMCA'd by Nintendo.
Okay, a worker ant, creates piece of leaves and honeydew, quarter honeybee crunch. But, or despite, let's start there. We need to introduce the conflict. So I think if we go like worker ant creates a piece of leaves, honeydew crunch.
Trees are actually like so hard to drop. I feel like embarrassed. But I swear I'll figure it out. Music is back.
Yeah.
The music disappeared and only Jackie remembered. Funny.
Let's try.
You could literally make the log line. She was a worker bee. She was an ant. Couldn't be any more obvious.
How about a worker ant? How about a worker ant rebels against her queen by creating?
By creating. That's good.
Oh, the camera's went away. 1 second, everyone. Oh, minor technical difficulty. There it is.
Ooh, maybe the entire film is narrated documentary style, like an esteemed narrator, as if the bugs are very realistic and they only make bug noises. That's kind of funny. David Attenborough style.
David Attenborough voice, but like cartoon.
Although I feel like, well, it'd be funny because like I know David Attenborough style documentaries are like very anthropomorphizing the characters of the animals. So it's just funny to be like, oh no, that's really happening. Camera's back. Yay.
Camera's back.
These are staging a rebellion.
This tree is okay, but I feel like it doesn't really have as much character, and it seems sort of it's actually a little bit of a scary tree, and it needs to be a love tree. This tree looks like it's scared. Maybe I need to draw smaller trees. Maybe
see what the scale is.
Scale. Okay, I'm gonna leave the log line for now and start coming up with acts.
Yeah, I feel like we can come back to it.
Gotta know all of the events for it.
Yeah.
I think the ant is smaller.
Ants.
So, okay, Act 1, we just established, I think we should already know from the get-go, just like, that the ant is in love with the bee.
Yeah.
Um,
Maybe, like the ants are walking by, like, you know, in a line, but, you know,
the bee
main
like
bee-
hovers.
yeah,
nearby.
the main bee, the main bee hovers nearby or is like on a nearby flower.
And the ant like stops or
Yeah.
something, or like breaks formation or something.
Yeah, I can thumbnail that if you want. Just like,
Size difference.
people keep bringing up size difference. Like, I know, but also it's funny.
It's great.
Ant.
Quantizil Gas says the tree general leafage shape in the form of a heart, but the viewers only see it in the end of the story when a zoom out happens.
It's kind of
That
cute.
is kind of cute.
Yeah, I was thinking of
They're
going
more
more.
cute little ideas.
I was going a bit more. Like after I did the scary tree idea, I was sort of like, maybe I'll do something that's a bit more round and like a bit heart shaped, so that fits quite well. And then maybe some kind of flower thing there, and then that's where the bee is. Something like this. Like
Yeah.
like that. Because that's like immediately two subjects. And they're all framed. And each one is sort of in their own element. Oh, and you can have like really nice that really nice subsurface scattering with light where there's little dimples of sun because
Yeah.
it's through leaves.
That's cute.
And everything else would sort of be in shadow like that. Ooh. I would maybe like that to be my frame.
Okay, yeah,
But
you absolutely can. So Act 1 is, I think, like, we have to do this, we have to establish that no romance is allowed.
yeah.
How do we do that?
The queen. We should probably draw the queen at some point.
Yes.
Like, I'm sure. So how big? Okay, chat. This seems like a question you guys would be able to answer. Well, how big are queen bees and queen ants relative to their
They're much
worker
larger
counterparts?
than-
I know they are significantly larger, but is it like? I feel like
I think that the queen bee is like probably like I'm just gonna draw really well, like this big.
Edmund Garcia says, you guys should definitely get a guy who can do a David Attenborough impression to narrate Bee and Ant's Yuri love story. That'd be emotional and I'd shed tears by its writing.
it's me. I'm a person that can do David Attenborough voice. I actually did do a David Attenborough voice for a Studio Flimpo video a while back. It was very fun. It was for a Pride Month video, and we got so many hate comments because people didn't realize that we were gay. What are they? Some kind of size difference? The queen splayed out, being fed grapes and being protective of the cartoon hearts she produces. Kind of a funny idea.
That's a kind of interesting visual.
Like the queen ant is like has to be fanned by one of them, and it's like, oh no, like I'm forbidden. She's keeping me hostage or something. I don't know. It's hard to convey this like abstract ideas like this in like one frame. That's definitely the trickiest part of like making a 3-frame.
This would still be part of Act 1 as well. Like, we don't have to draw this frame in detail, but we're establishing the love story. We're establishing that it's forbidden.
Okay. Do you think I can incorporate the queen, or maybe the forbidden stuff at least in this frame? I guess like in this it's sort of like, oh, stay in line, just like a general conformity type thing.
Yeah.
which I guess does work, but there's not enough resistance, I think. Unless they are both looking at each other very longingly.
Maybe, okay, I'm thinking of it more in the way the film would go, but I think it just needs to be like the ants are delivering stuff to their nest. And the queen is there. We can, sort of anthropomorphize it by making it like a throne room that has a bunch of like the materials around it.
Thick.
Like
That'd be fun.
And all the leaves are being brought into the throne room. Maybe why in this opening scene that you see, the one that you drew out here, the bee or the ant lingers and looks at the bee, and they have a little moment, and then an ant like behind her sort of like bumps her.
And it's like, hey, I'm Anthon here.
And like
I don't think we're gonna have the ants.
They're not gonna talk.
No, I'm just, you get what I mean. I really do not want to have an ant say, hey, I'm anting here. That's sort of the premise is like, okay, like, order is being interrupted.
Yeah, like, because order is being interrupted, we see that. And then let's maybe make it so Act 2 would be like everyone is asleep.
Yeah.
And she steals. She worked to get it. She should own some of the means of production.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Am I right?
Anyway.
Sound off in the chat if you believe the worker should own the means of production.
She takes some of the leaves that she harvested and uses them not for the queen, but for this display of romance in the night.
So this is Act 2?
Yeah.
So this would be like chopping up a leaf in the shape of a heart. Or
yeah, it's nighttime, I think, in Act 2.
Yeah. Lit by the moonlight.
Moonlight. Both Pillow Forts don't both bugs communicate in dances or something. That would be cool when we think of character acting. Pillow Fort, I'll keep that in mind. But Act 2, I think, should be... so, okay, let me write down, like, some quick footnotes for Act 1.
I'm also going to redesign the tree crazy style, because it's only 451.
Yeah.
I'm probably just going to delete it, to be honest. Oops. That's not what I wanted. Sorry.
It affects all of them.
If you didn't do it on a separate layer.
No, I did not do it on a separate layer, but it's okay, because I can just do this. There you go. Alright, I'm going to draw some new trees. I want something a bit more heart-shaped.
I'm making the queen have like kind of like a little bit of a the fluffy bit is more like a cuff, like a fur cuff or something.
That's cool.
She's so mother.
Though I think the queen bee. Don't spend too long on that because we're seeing that queen ant more.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So Act 2, I think, would be the creation of the feast. Takes leaves / honeydew. Sets up. Okay.
How does this look for a tree, by the way? Just like, it's very small. So I'm just sort of like...
Let me take a look. Oh, that's cute. And then I think the end of Act 2 leading up to the climax, would be, or leading up to Act 3 would be that, you know, maybe the bee finds, like, it could be like dawn and the bee has woken up already, and they're like starting to, you know, do the feast, but then are interrupted by.
Is there an error on the streaming?
Huh?
Oh, no, it's fine. Sorry, I thought there was a weird technical issue going on, but I think it's okay.
Yeah.
If there's any technical issue with the stream, just let us know. There was a issue that came up on OBS, but I think it's fine. Oh wow, the music is getting very dramatic.
Did you hear what I said though?
Could you repeat it, please?
So end of Act 2 leading into Act 3 is, they, you know, the bee comes and sees the feast, the setup, the romantic gesture.
Mhm.
It seems like it's going well. Then, they're interrupted maybe by, you know, a freaking class traitor ant who
Not one of
who
those.
snitched on her to the queen.
Okay.
And then that takes us to Act 3.
Okay. I do like the idea of a class traitor, like the queen sort of walking in on the feast.
I'm moving this over a little bit because I wanna have the queen ants next to the queen bee because I think they are about the same size. Because apparently queen ants are quite large. The queen leafcutter ants is quite large.
Yeah. Okay. So for the tree, be just super vague about it. That I do think cherry blossom branches in general would be the way to go for the actual branch itself. Up close, it's like branches that are smooth, the nodes sort of have a little bump out them, and each thing sort of has this, and then the flowers sort of go like that.
Great.
And then there's also, if it's a flower that's like facing you, sometimes it can have little...
Heavenly Plays suggested the queens have crowns made of beeswax and grass.
Whoa!
That's kind of fun.
That is, Sunny said that is so good, Heavenly. This is the joy of being in a writer's room.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I think... shoot, should I paint this? I'm gonna paint it.
Okay.
There's not a whole lot of time left before we should probably take a quick break.
Just like a 5-minute break.
Yeah.
And then, you know,
just for stretching.
Quickly make the style frames.
Yeah. And Act 3?
Yeah, Act 3, I'm still working out. So we start Act 3. Act 3 includes the climax, which should be, I mean, how do we want this to turn out? Do we want the queen to be deposed? Do we want her to, you know, be talk no jutsu'd into, like, accepting romance? Like, it depends. What do we want?
I do want the romance... I do want the workers to reign victorious. Tricky question is just like...
Because if we do it that way, we can spin it to be a bit of a tragedy as well, where the queen bee, like, comes after, like, the credits roll and is mourning the queen ant.
No. It's hard enough for people right now.
I'm just saying.
You know what? Maybe their success or failure is irrelevant. They have now. They can be together now. That's what's more important. like, unless the interruption is Act 2, I guess, which is what's happening right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn it. I like sandcastles. I like sandcastle endings. I love, oh well, it doesn't matter what the ending is, we can just exist now.
I love Doom Fury. I love characters doomed by the narrative who are the result, end up with the consequences of their own actions, even though they're human, or in this case, bugs too.
They're bugs. Actually, I am really messing with how I am drawing this cherry.
Trying to
part.
like figure out legs. I'm like, whoa.
I'm really quite thoroughly enjoying painting in this software. It's really fun.
I'm sorry, guys. All I can think of is Doom Fury. I just thought of the fact that if the bee lover kills the ant queen, then the bee lover would probably also die because she would use her stinger and it would get ripped out of her if she doesn't slowly twist it out.
You know what? We can't think of anything else since 459, and someone said, no, not Doomed Insect Fury, so I guess we're doing that.
But I don't want to bury our gays.
True. We're gays. It's fine if we do it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I can only generate, like, sad stuff.
Come on. I'm trying to think. I'm like, what can we do? What is like... Because we started this on like oh wow, it's like the workers' uprising story, and then being like, Doom. There's nothing they could do.
Ren, stop dooming the Yuri. I'm sorry!
What if, the queen bee is bigger than the queen ant, right?
Yeah.
I think they're close to the same size.
What if
They're similar?
What if this ensuing controversy causes them to fight and they both kill each other? What if the clashes of power are too much for the strength of men?
Evie Booth says, don't get me wrong, I love Doom Fury, but I don't remember the last time I saw non-Doom Fury.
You know what?
That's fair. I'll try my hardest to undoom this Yuri.
Let's undoom this Yuri. I think together we can work and non-doom this Yuri. Also, I'm just really having a great time painting some cherry blossoms. I think these are a little bit too saturated, so I'm trying to combat that a bit.
Let's think. Let's put on my thinking cap. What is a way this can resolve that isn't tragic?
What was the thing you said? Word jutsu? Word no jutsu?
Talk no jutsu.
Talk no jutsu? That's fucking funny. They can't do that. What if they run away?
But then,
They're big and the queens are big and huge. They can't run away so fast, so nimble. The bee picks her up, carries her away. Flies into the moonlight, away from the heart tree.
But then they're abandoning their communities.
Listen, that's... Every queer person can talk about abandoning their community and upbringing for the price of love. That's like low-key a shared struggle. That's the best thing I got. It's not perfect. But it's not horrible. Unless it's horrible, and someone says in the chat and they're like, this is horrible.
I don't think it's horrible. I think we can do better.
We can always do better.
Come on, brain. Let's
Come
work
on,
this
brain.
out.
Think of things.
What if... This is a little complex for a film without dialogue, so I don't know if this will work.
Okay.
But maybe... maybe we make this would make the queens more sympathetic.
Okay.
Maybe the queen ant is struck by how this worker ant, despite facing far more hurdles than she does, has pursued her love anyway and is inspired to make a connection with the queen bee.
I like that. It's tricky to get that across, especially because we're working with one final panel here. Unless we want to rework the other two, but we're kind of late in the game for
You
that.
could always have them like abdicate, the queens abdicate. Let the workers do like.
Whoa! The queens abdicate and they go for a people's run republic.
And
That's fun. They put down their grass crowns, and once they put them down, they look like what they are, made together with grass and nectar.
okay, we're undoing this bit by bit. Maybe
We're undoing this. Well, the queens do have their own biological role to play for the bugs, so maybe the social revolution strips them of their political power but lets them do their actual work. Double date! How would stripping them of their political power but they can still chill is that's like Curtis Sliwa losing the election. Like, he has no political power, but he can still hang, I guess. I'm Curtis Sliwa, and I love Doomed Yuri. I'm Curtis Sliwa. Okay.
I'm just gonna write down what I've said so far.
Okay.
And we'll take a step back and then take a break and come back and see how we feel.
Okay. Like a 5-minute break, and then we start doing our frames. Oh, I guess when should we start doing our frames no matter what?
I guess the last 30 minutes, no matter what.
Last 30 minutes no matter what? Yeah, I can work with that. Maybe think about why the ants and bees don't get along, and that can come up with and that can help come up with a resolution. I don't think the ants and bees themselves don't get along. It's the queens.
The queens, I think. Well, the reason why is because they compete for resources, basically. Where theoretically there's a way where, the ants will strip the trees of leaves, and if the trees don't have leaves, then they can't feed the flowers, basically. So it's about resources.
Yeah. Alright. Is Yuri different from just gay? Who's to say? There is something symbolic in, like, an ant and a bee sharing a resource, So, like, maybe in the crowd, like, other ants start sharing other stuff to the bees, and then and then the bees in turn share resources, and then the queens, no, you're not supposed to collaborate. The 7 bees and ants. You have to obey. That would also tie it back together of it being like a grand feast type thing.
That makes the story less about the romance and more about the resources, which, if you want that to be the case, we can.
It's less that I want it to be more about the resources and more that I don't really know how else I would resolve the romance. Because something that doesn't involve the resources as much and is more centering the romance would be an ending like where they run away or fly away. Swoops the ant off her ant legs and flies away, even though, I mean, yeah, size difference, but also that could feasibly happen.
We could do it so that the queen bee we set up. This would be a little more complex than the 3 acts that we have.
Yeah.
But we set up somehow that the queen ant had feelings for the queen bee at some point. We make it so that in the finale, the queen ant is reminded of her own love by this display of romance. And in her moment of hesitation before commanding the ants to tear them apart, the worker bee takes the worker ant and they fly away.
Yeah. I like that idea, but it's, again, harder to convey.
I don't think I'm going to come up with anything better than that.
Yeah. We need the romance! We do need a romance.
And it's a sort of open-ended ending that, you know, maybe because of this, like, realization that the queen ant had, maybe things will change. It's not exactly what I want because it sort of just removes the protagonists from the status quo instead of changing it. But I don't know how much they could change in a short film.
Yeah. Should we step back for a 5-minute break?
Yeah, we will be right back, everyone.
We'll be right back. Brainstorm while we're gone.
Okay.
Welcome back.
We got water. We went to the bathroom.
We got water, we went to the bathroom, we sort of talked a little bit behind the scenes about what to do. I just saw the comment of Mandelbug Hall. The Ant's Bee could be set to be executed publicly, but it's stopped by an uprising from the other workers. This is sort of that it would kind of fit with the second act Dark Knight of the Soul and third frame uprising. It would be a bit dramatic, to be sure. But that's kind of funny. So you go first.
The music went out again.
All right. Yeah.
Hello,
Jesus,
everybody.
you scared me. Sorry.
What if the queen is gonna have like the, I don't know, or that the bee is gonna sting the bee will sting the ant as like a punishment, or is like forced to sting the ant, but then like the other bees and ant like revolt.
Stinging the ant is kind of like, wow, they will both die.
Yeah.
Ratwitch, I do like your idea. Of the idea of like if an ant is not being productive, in this case not being productive because of the use of surplus materials for the romance, the other ants converge on her, getting ready to tear her apart, but then actually like raise her up towards the bee. I don't know, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could work. Would that be so? What would that make Act 2 and Act 3 right now?
I do think that Act 2 would stay as
Interrupted by Class Trader.
yeah.
Okay.
You know, I think like we have it so that the Act 2 panel is like, let me think of how to frame this.
Yeah. Interrupted by Class Trader, it might be easier to just interrupted by a queen. Just to consolidate it.
Yeah.
Like, surely a Class Trader could be implied, but for runtime, not runtime, for simplicity, we've got, 3 frames. But I think that could work. So that would be Act 2.
Yeah.
I'm like imagining like a reaching out moment.
Yeah, like the way I imagine it is a very dramatic moment of the ants like, converge on her and like surround her for a second, and it looks like they've maybe swarmed and like ripped her apart, but then she like emerges from like a mound, where they're like bringing her up into the sky to touch antennas with the bee or something.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I like that idea. How would you frame that?
I think Reed's working on it right now.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out Act 2's frame. I think it would have to be like,
Sorry, I'm just imagining a World War Z pile of ants just to give a piece.
Yeah.
That's cute. That's a good final image for sure.
Yeah.
Let's go with that. So let's bridge these.
Let's see. I'm so used to like character acting with people, I don't know.
I know.
Frame it with bugs.
For some reason, the thing that I'm sort of trying to figure out how to do the bug version of it is, how like where it's like an open door and it casts the shadow in the room, and that people are like, like oh no, and they're like on the floor like this, and it's cast light like that. I don't know why, but I'm imagining like a hole in the tree, like moonlight version, like maybe like this, and then there's cast light there, and it's ant and bee moment. But I don't even know how to draw a queen bee, but like you get the idea, like cast some sort of shadow, something like that.
Yeah, like maybe the ant and the bee, the worker ant and bee are maybe about to
touch antennas. I love the ant touching antennas thing.
And then there's the shadow of the queen ant.
Yeah, that's like interrupting them somehow. And whether or not it's in a tree hole or something, I like the idea of this being moonlit.
Yeah.
Because that, like, this could be bright and sunny, this could be moonlit, and then this one can be...
like the dawn.
The dawn!
Sunlight coming.
The dawn! Okay. When you say, Rose says, when you say 3 frame, what do you mean? What is a frame? Sorry if that's a silly question. That is not a silly question. That is a perfectly reasonable question. So in about 5 minutes, actually, we are going to make 3 rectangles, just frames of the like a screenshot of the final film, and we're gonna paint it. We're gonna paint each one so that we can see what this would look like. That's sort of what it is. You'll get the idea in a bit. A frame is a singular picture of a video, like if you paused an animation, it would land in a frame. Not familiar with the term free frame. Three frame. There is no such term as a three frame. This is just me, like, what's it called? Like, saying three frames, like, more compact. I don't think it's a proper term. On the contrary, actually. Reed, I like that frame.
Yeah.
Run, since we have two further frames for this, maybe it would be nice to have a close-up here.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I also like how I wrote the damn thing and you gave me the hardest act. Yeah.
Here we go. If you want, we can swap acts.
No, it's okay. I can tank it.
You know what? It would be funny to just have, like, you know, beep. Like, instead of a shadow, they're just, like, they're behind. Like, it's like a brooding presence. Back here. Maybe backlit.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
I think that would be the easiest way to do that frame.
Yeah.
Might actually.
Sorry, it's really, really rough. But
no, I understand.
You get what I'm going for.
Erase that so I can.
Yeah. Here, I got it. Or if you want, you can just erase it yourself. Do you recommend that practice for things other than short films like graphic novels or movie plans? Oh, like this practice as far as getting a story across in 3 acts? You know?
Why not?
Yeah, why the hell not? This is we made the stream format up like right now, like as we're doing this, so I'm sure it would work. I am also going to screenshot because you know, in a little bit we are going to like start the frame over and like start the canvas over, so I'm going to screenshot all these designs and put them in our little Discord here so that we can reference them.
You can also just shrink some stuff and move it and then draw in the right corner.
Could. It might be nice to just like have the full frame though for the last half hour. Ooh, yeah, that's good. You can have the queen watching from a distance. Look, Squidward, like Squidward in the window. Squidward. Is there a way to do a fixed ratio of frames, or should we just draw these like kind of off the dome? Because I was like, if I can get a square that's like 16 by 9, that would be nice.
We can also just make a new layer and keep this canvas.
Might be easier. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Don't get slimed out. All right. It's 5:29. I think. What do you say? We start working on the proper thumbnails? Or the proper frames? Ooh. Ren, this is very good. That's nice. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, like nice and big and scary. Okay. Dramatic music is really helping with the time-sensitive nature of the stream. Yeah, no kidding.
Alright, so I can make a new layer here.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Someone said, can we zoom in on the frames for a better look-see? We are going to start making zoomed-in versions of these frames right now. I guess.
Yeah. Everyone know what theirs looks like?
Yeah, I screenshotted it and put it in the Discord.
Okay. 1 second, I think we have to do this or just like disable the group that you see that, or is it only on my screen?
I'm not sure how to do this.
Is that? Can you disable the layer?
Oh, there we go. Yeah, I did.
Okay. That's just for your own view. Let me change. This might be briefly look
weird.
weird, but we should be able to get this going.
Yeah. I'm actually going to set up a pure ref.
Okay.
Pure
All right.
thing.
There we go. New canvas.
Okay. Should we start?
Where should we put both?
Yeah, good question. Hold on.
Oh, we can do something.
There's a what?
There's like a box.
There's a box tool? Reed, can you make 3 boxes for each of us, please?
Take those.
Oh, something.
Huge!
Oh.
Okay. Alright.
Okay, cool.
I'll start, and I'll make my own layer, so that I can...
Is this the most efficient?
You know what?
Also do this, like.
Just leave it.
Yeah, we can always move it later. Imagine a playlist that gets more dramatic as the stream continues. That would actually go kind of crazy. That would go kind of crazy. Alright. Well, now we have until 6 o'clock. And then after 6, I think we start packaging it and we just, like, add the title.
Yeah.
That's a good way to christen this project, is to make a title at the end. Alright. I'm gonna start with a quick sketch, because I've noticed that if I sketch with black, which I tend to do, it gets quite muddy if I try and paint with it, so I'm going to do like a paint layer under this, because I don't want it to be muddy. I want it to look nice and vibrant. Vibrant. I'm gonna dip to save phone battery. Hopefully the power comes back when I can come back. Hope so too!
I'm just gonna.
You're just going... Are you just painting straight up?
Yeah.
Me too.
You know what? Fuck it. Me too. You guys are so inspiring. I love you guys. Yeah. This is fun. Let's do this. I haven't painted in a long time. This is actually kind of cool.
I've been painting quite a bit lately.
I just got paint mobbed by Reed.
I've been trying to get a little interesting.
Get a little interesting with it. Okay. Paint one. So I wish we had a commentator. This would be so much easier with a commentator.
Yeah, it's hard to focus on drawing and talking at the same time, actually. It's like
It's like a challenge.
it is a challenge.
Oh, shoot. I really should have painted this in more layers.
Just gotta go through- I'm doing all of them.
Yeah, I should have. Well, okay. I guess you're right.
He's getting peer pressure.
I love to get peer pressure. You can hear the clack of my mechanical keyboard. So what I'm doing right now is I am painting the background cherry blossom flowers, petals, I guess. And I want them to be actually a bit less saturated than what I have right now. Yeah. Because that way I can make the actual petals in the foreground more saturated and actually maybe even a little darker. And I did not forget about the sunlight coming through and making everything look all pretty like. I would never forget about such a thing. So that'll be coming back, don't worry. Ren is experiencing Category 5 earthquake. I think your camera's moving.
Oh,
or
my
something.
camera's shaking.
That's really funny.
Reed is experiencing Category 5.
Oh, whoops.
Not Ryan.
Sorry, I'm so busy drawing.
It's just me.
Ew.
It's just me painting.
Reed does have quite strong,
I am very forceful in how I hold my pen.
yeah, it's kind of made me worried for your wrist sometimes. But yeah, you seem to be, you're fine so far. Okay. I'm noticing hearts coming up from the chat, and for a second I thought it was Ant, which is funny. Okay, and now these are even more saturated, even lighter. Woo! Oh, that's so nice. This is fun.
This is quite fun, isn't it?
I hope it's fun for people who are watching us just sort of draw in stressed silence as we realize that 10 minutes have already passed by.
Art.
Time, it goes by so fast.
Time does go by so fast. Okay. I am spending so much time on this damn. Okay. Yeah, I'm liking this.
Oh, gotta draw the ant.
The ant. The ant. Okay. Yeah. That's nice. I so wish I could actually draw a close up of this ant because it's such a cute little ant.
It is adorable.
I'm having fun. Thanks, Ro. Definitely, yeah, we need like a commentator though for this format to really shine, I think.
Yeah. We're too locked in drawing.
We're too locked in. That would be kind of fun. Okay, I don't. The scale of these ants almost definitely too big. Almost definitely, unless these are huge ants. I'm still trying to make this read kind of clearly. For those of you that are watching the stream, and are looking at my ants zoomed out all the way, are these little doodads reading his ants?
Yeah, I think so.
Thanks, Ren.
Yeah.
Should the leaves that they carry be white, like whitish pink, like the petals, or should they be getting leaves from somewhere else?
Well, I think they should be leaves that are the color of leaves.
Like green leaves.
Are the leaves of the tree pink?
Yeah.
I thought those were just petals.
Oh wait, the leaves are red, actually.
Hmm. Well, do what looks the best.
You know what? Actually, red leaves would look nice. They look anty to me, and I'm not wearing my glasses. That's good. That's all that matters to me.
I mean, I'm just gonna. The pile of ants has just gotta be like a big blob.
Oh, I'm gonna change the composition of this slightly.
Okay. Reed's bee design really is like, oh, what a pretty bee.
She's so beautiful.
She's so beautiful. She's so beautiful. And then I'll do some bright there. This is quite dramatic. Then we need the wings. Making like a little shine of light. It's so tricky to make like a single ant like reflect. Going with the red leaves. They're like a very deep red, actually, like a pinkish. like an autumn leaf. Helps with the love theme. All listen, all different colors, diversity. That's actually great for something like this, like just a 3-frame color script like this. You kind of want diversity in colors. I can't see Reed's drawing right now, but Luminous Firefly in the chat said 3rd frame Loki giving the creation of Adam. So
That's
I know
what I'm going for.
I know Reed is like
Yay.
low-key mogging us.
Yeah. That's okay then.
We still have 15 minutes.
Loki, it is like more. It is kind of a blob, a mess of scribbles, but that's what painting is. It's about the illusion of detail.
Yeah. Okay, actually, these red leaves look lovely. They totally cement this whole thing as, like, romance vibe. That's super nice. Remember how I said, oh, I can make the sun, like, shine through and make it look like subsurface scattering? Well, maybe. But I don't know. Read, your ant pile looks amazingly zoomed in, but zoomed out without my glasses, it does look like baked beans.
Oh, the beans.
The beans.
Oh, someone just got here after Martian Girl Things just said just got here after watching Hades Town. What's happening?
Wow.
So we have been using a 2-hour time limit to develop a theoretical short film about Bug Yuri.
Yeah.
Working class Bug Yuri.
Working class Bug Yuri, baby. The Yuri supporting baked beans. Baked beans Yuri is like, I guess you could say that's like British kind of.
Question.
You know what I mean. Cleaning up the edges a little bit here. Maybe I can darken the flower petals here a bit too, because it's a bit too bright. Maybe I can a little bit of contrast. There we go.
They are low-key a little bit like a pile of baked beans.
What if ants are not, if not baked beans? That's it. That's the statement. Whoa, actually, wait, that looks kind of like... Bug Yuri is happening. Bug Yuri on the come up. True, bro. Okay, now it's time for that real highlight. I guess I could have, like, suns coming through the trees, but it does sort of look like they're on the top of a tree right now. But I am coping, so... Holy shit, Ren, this is dramatic. Okay.
I loved Reed's baked beans.
Reed's baked beans. I am British, so I can say baked bean Yuri is very British-ish. Good. That is so dramatic. What?
Reed's muttering to
No,
himself.
I've got to do the big green ants and flies.
Hi, Maisie. We can't feed you right now.
We're locked in.
We're locked in, Maisie. It's important. It's important, Maisie. It's important. I gotta make this darker. She just wouldn't get it exactly. This music vibe speaks to the vibe of the short film. It kind of does. Low key, it kind of does. Okay, desaturate this. I need another tree branch.
What time is it for you, Flimpos? It's almost 11 p.m. for me. It is 5:52, which means we have less than 10 minutes left.
Less than 10 minutes left. I just zoomed out, and I think my leaves don't look very leaf-like, so I gotta fix that. Or I guess my petals. Blossom petals don't look very leaf-like. I'm going to actually take this and paint over it. Yeah. There we go. And while we're in the last my final minutes of the stream, what have you guys thought so far? Is this a format you would like to see continue? What would you like to see changed? What do you think we should do with these ideas? We're all ears.
Yeah, because right now we're just going to make this, and then after the stream, that's it.
Yeah.
But if you guys want it enough, we could do something more with it. It really, really depends.
Yes. That's just like when you just said yes. Just yes. Finding out you can use blending modes and using as close as I can. Ooh, wait. Maybe I can do this after all. Hold on. Nobody. If you're looking at mine, being like, "What the hell is she doing?" Don't worry about it. Literally, don't even worry about it. Yeah, this isn't working. Never mind.
Stunny Knight says, I love how the Ant Queen in Rents is like being scary and threatening, then in Reed, she's just in Reeds.
Just like,
All right, Tepes-toi, 5:57. Finishing touches, y'all. Pretty much. Okay. I probably could have used, like, pen pressure to make more, uniform leaves, but, you know, it's whatever.
I just did like the impression of leaves. It's fine.
Maisie. Maisie just meowed for those who don't hear her, but you might probably just pick her up.
She is very quiet. Okay. I just added a bunch of detail that make it look worse. That's awesome. We love that.
Sometimes that's just how it goes.
Yeah, sometimes it is. That's how it goes. Gonna see if I can undo this. Oh my god, the music cut off.
YouTube just keeps thinking that I'm not there.
But you are.
You mean the it's a little angrier looking.
But it's fun. Okay. I think we might be coming up to it. And time! Woo!
Wow.
Okay, we've done it. And that is our three little. Oh my god, all of these look really nice. Wow.
Wow.
We made a little story.
Wow.
We made a little story in 2 hours. What the heck? You guys.
Wow.
Let's you know what? We should or do we want to keep the background white or should we make it black or something?
I don't know. You can keep it white.
Let's keep it white. Well, we have to christen this with, or should we write acts 1, 2, and 3 where they happen, or just
Just leave it.
let's just leave it. We gotta christen this with a title though.
What title did you have in mind?
I had the idea of just the title being Nectar, I don't know. It's like evocative, but I don't know how it's not very descriptive. Title suggestions, by the way, especially if you've been here the whole time, you're more than welcome to suggest them. Well, these are wow. You guys did so good.
Yeah.
These look really nice. What the heck?
I like the color change.
Yeah, this is like such a dramatic and like effective change in color and lighting. Like, what the hell?
Wow.
Wow. Okay. Um. Okay, so we have Nectar, and we'll wait for more title suggestions to come in from
Any
the
suggestions in chat?
suggestions. Bugbound. Sunny Night says someone else said Bugbound. Found the bug. Pillow Fort suggested Honey Honey as a title. That's kind of nice.
Like that,
Yeah.
That's kind of cute.
Very cute.
I like Honey Honey. What do you say? Honey Honey?
Sure.
Honey, honey.
Honey Honey! Congratulations, Pillow Fort. Thank you for the title. We gotta write it. Let's, I'll do, maybe one ant colored and one, bee colored. We can call it. Oops. My paint. Why is this not working?
What are you doing?
I'm trying to draw.
What? Okay.
I think I just did something and I just need to make a new layer and maybe that'll work. Yep, there we go.
Okay.
Make it like a nice honey color.
Ooh. Yeah, like that. Honey X Honey, like Hunter x Hunter. That's kind of funny. Oops, actually.
Trying to write in cursive.
Look at that.
Add a comma.
Hold on, this E sucks. And let's add a couple of shines because it's honey.
I think in the blank space we could honestly like drop in. Well, are all the layers for the other things on top of everything else? We can like put all the other things in the background at a lower opacity.
That's a great idea.
Offset it like this.
Yeah, let me view that.
Hopefully they watch the VOD. They'd be so proud. I hope so. Pillow Fort, if you're out there, thank you for the lovely title.
_Fort.
Pillow _Fort.
I'm trying to figure out how to. Here we go. If I do this, and then do this, will that work? Yes.
It will? That works? Yep. Is the title? I am gonna put the title wherever it fits best because
I think it's fine where it is.
Okay. Oh, for
You
some
can
reason
look
I...
at it. This is only on
Oh,
the stream.
it's on the stream?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Is the title's good as it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you wanted, you could move it like
Move
here.
down.
Maybe a little further down?
You can look at my screen to.
Okay, let me do that. You got it? Okay, you do it then. The Dawn!
The Dawn!
Honey is so cute. I agree. I think the title is such a nice bow on top.
Thank
These
you,
sketches
everyone,
are really nice. Thank
for
you, everyone.
coming and engaging in this experiment with us.
Yeah, I definitely think we got to do this again. Maybe with a fourth person who can commentate somehow. It wasn't a disaster without a commentator.
It's
to
just
be fair.
once we started drawing the style frames,
We kind of locked in.
We did lock in a bit.
We did lock in. I guess we could give ourselves more time with the style frames, but I think 30 minutes is totally fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the limit makes it we're less precious about it.
Yeah. Well, look at that. What a way to end the week. And what a way to end the stream.
Yeah.
Next time, Bug Yowie. Thanks, Sunny Night. Bug Yowie. For the boys. This is so much fun. I cannot believe how this turned out.
Yeah.
Ren, your brain is so big for having this idea.
I'm the ideas they.
You're the ideas they. And I hope we can do many streams like this to come. And hopefully we can advertise it with this very VOD, which I think we should absolutely leave up.
Yeah.
And we can use these thumbnails as, as the new thumbnail and replace the trying something new thing in the VOD so that people actually see it.
Wow.
That'll be fun. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Big Brain Run. Big Brain Run!
Yay!
Alright, everyone. Do we want to hang for a little bit and just talk with Chad, or maybe wind
no, I
down?
think we just wrap up.
Yeah, we wrap it.
Yeah, say goodbye, everyone. We're about to hop off.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming for this
This was
amazing stream.
A great success, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you for all the writers' room input. We couldn't have formed these ideas without you guys.
Yeah.
And that being said, if we were to continue developing this, we would have to go back and figure out how to credit people.
Yeah. But
so that's why we're probably not going to.
Yeah.
But in the case we do. All right.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Have a great weekend,
Bye-bye.
everyone. Bye-bye.